Hi everyone, let's start today's call. The first agenda item is to do a retrospective review for current sprint. As you can see, there are still quite a bit of tickets on the pre-testing column as well as the code review column and final testing column. I just want to go through the blockers for those. That's and why we are not moving those forward. Because Win is busy with other tasks and he was not able to do the code review and to generate the APK and related modules for proceeding with the testing. That's the reason for those tickets on code review and final testing columns. And for the pre-testing, those tickets on the pre-testing columns, the teleconsultations also is a blocker as we're still waiting for the teleconsultation modules for that. And then for the Candy EMR mUzima integration ticket, we are waiting for another group to restart the demo instance for us to proceed. Those are the reason those tickets are not moving forward. And for the two tickets that under the on hold column, CDMs Lawrence from CM has contacted us that Dr. Camano are okay with all the changes to those two forms, and TOE is going to upload those two forms to Jira so that Simon can proceed with making the changes. That's the reason for waiting for information on hold status. Is there any other updates or comments in terms of the tickets for the current sprint? If not, let's talk about what could have done better and what we have done right for this sprint. Anyone? I think what we could have done better is that because of those blockers, we could not move forward with a majority of the tickets, and maybe we need to revisit in terms of the resource management as well as the team members' workload, and in order to see how we can speed things up or make things better for moving forward. That's my opinion for how to make things better for next sprint. Anyone? If not, we will go to the next agenda item, which is for ticket grooming for the next spring. Since the holidays are coming and quite a lot of people are on leave, and including myself as well, and so I only include two new tickets for the next sprint, which are the create the updated demographic update form as well as the handler for this demographic update forms. And I think we already talked about it previously. And Simon, since you'll be the one who work on it, I just wonder if you need any information for these two tickets, or you have the enough information to start. Simon?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I think I have enough information for me to get started on this. But I just wanted to point out, I think there was another ticket which I should have created, because you realize that the changes will also affect the APK. There will be need to do some changes within the APK for it to accommodate this demographics update.
Okay. Can you create that ticket for me?
Yes, I will create another ticket, so there should be 3 tickets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, and then in terms of the design, and if needed, feel free to start a new email thread, and then you, me, Win, and Martin can just go through the design, because I think it's going to be like a big impact of changes.
Yeah.
So I think it would be good to have like a design call, just to make sure that things are clearly listed. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that would be good.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So those are the two new tickets for the next sprint, as we're going to bring forward, the leftover from the period, from the current sprint. So that's why I don't want to overburden, especially Simon, as like he's also working on the CDM forms. Okay. So those are the first two agenda items. And then the next one is the implementation update. Just want to touch base how things are working for the implementation teams. So Derek, how's things going for LAC?
Not really bad. What we are planning about this week on Wednesday, we are going to be in Leseru and Cheplaskei. We'll be holding a refresher for them because we found out they still have some issues. And on the same note, also we'll be working together with Rotich to plan for the following week, such that we can have some follow-up. As we'll be going for the 1 year follow-up, we find out whether we can be able to visit some of the patients in Mutuot and Kosirai community unit, because those were the first community units that we had rolled out earlier. We will be running a query this evening today at 4 with together me and the data manager, so that we can see how many forms so far in terms of PA tools do we have on production. So maybe I can write a mail later on how many are they at the moment. But so far I would say so good.
So and you mean that for the retention form?
Sorry?
So the retention form is 1 year follow-up?
Yeah.
Cool. So you want to look at the
We want to look at how many forms are already on production. And while we'll be doing also now some refresher training for them, and at the same time also seeing patients all together, we want to see exactly where would they have issues, and maybe possibly why is it they're not going out there. I know they might cite some financial issues, but we hope that we're going to work with them well.
Okay. So let us know how many patients are ready for 1 year follow-up. It would be nice to see, how things are for you guys.
Okay. Like I'll give an update either on mail or the tickets.
Thanks, Derek. And for CDM, as we talked about earlier, I think they are done with finalizing the two forms, and we're waiting for them to upload to the Jira so that Simon can help us to make the changes. Except that one, is there any other update for CDM, anyone?
I met
Thursday I'll be taking out the test of forms, so they start using the screening form, because we now have the APK with the Huawei fix. So I think I'll be out on Thursday and Friday, and also fix the Samsung tablets, which if you remember, I reported an issue with the registration form crashing. So what we've been doing is we've been registering for them the new patients, and then they just search and download on the device and see the patients. So they had an issue, but I think I'll use the same APK that's stable, that has the registration form working okay for them, and then update their device as well on that visit.
So once you got cut off on the beginning, I think the mic wasn't enabled. So you mean that you guys are ready? You're going to go to the field this Thursday to help with rolling out the new APK and registration form, and then is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let us know if you need any help or there's any blockers.
Sure.
Thanks, Mark. Ruth?
Wanted to update the team that I was able to meet today with the manager for CDM. So, and he told me that the issues that they are supposed to address on the forms are already. So I think they are going to give to Sabai soon for the way forward.
Mm-hmm.
Then I've not been able to go to oncology.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe tomorrow I might go and meet Kipto and see if he has found time to test the forms.
Yes.
Then I can give feedback on the same.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Lawrence mentioned Toll is going to upload those two forms to Jira. So not until then, Simon will not be able to start working on those two forms.
Okay.
In terms of CDM forms. Thanks, Ruth.
Thank you.
Is there any other updates anyone want to share for other program? If not, let's talk about the holiday plan. As I mentioned earlier, that most of us are taking leave, and also at the last 2 weeks of December likely to be holidays in Empath. So things are going to slow down quite a bit, I would say in the month of December. So please share your leave schedule again and update the spreadsheet and who's going to cover for you. And at least so that we can send finalized coverage email to all the relevant programs so that in case there are issues arise, they know who to contact. So this is going to be a to-do for everyone. I would like even Derek and Lawrence to do that for us so that in case we have questions for CDM or LAC, we know who to contact as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And it's likely that we don't have any calls for the last 2 weeks of December because not enough team members to be available. And I think we will have one more sprint starting today, and which is going to end in 2 weeks, so about like the middle of December. And then we'll resume our sprints after the new year. So that's the plan for that. I'm going to share all this detail on the listserv after the call. And if anyone have any, it doesn't mean that those who are supposed to be working, there's no work. It's not like that. It's just that we just don't have enough audience for the spring calls as well as the IRC daily Scrum update. That's pretty much what it means. But the work's still ongoing, especially we need to support our implementation projects as well. So let me know if you have other suggestions or other ideas, like what we should plan during this holiday season. If not, we will have the spring after this new spring starting today. We won't have one till after New Year. I would like to hear what you guys think. Is that okay for everyone?
Yes.
Yeah, that's okay for us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
So ideally, what we are focusing on in this sprint is to close the current tickets, and then probably see how the CDM forms go, I think.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah. So myself, I'll be looking forward to completing the two forms, assuming I'm given with everything clarified, so that I just focus on it. I'm hoping to finish them within this sprint.
Awesome, yes. Yeah. So Lawrence, we hope that you and To can share those two final forms, and so that we can move forward those.
Yeah, sure. I'll try to follow up. Much as I'm supposed to start my leave tomorrow.
Okay.
But I think I'll be watching email just to make sure it gets to where it's supposed to.
Awesome. Enjoy your leave.
Thank you.
Okay, I think it's okay now. Is any other business, any other things that anyone want to talk about before we wrap up today's call? It's going because like there's so many things we already talk about, and that's why we have like a short call today. But is there any other items anyone want to address or share?
Yeah, just want to update the team. we seem to be getting closer to the reason behind those Huawei issues.
Yes.
Because over the weekend we shared with some, and somehow we discovered the builder, the Android builder Sam is using is a bit older. It's version 21, while I'm using 22 and Win is using version 23. So apparently, when we generate with version 21, the APK works well on Huawei devices.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah. So it's something we are still testing further, but that's an indication we are getting closer to the root
That's
cause
right.
the problems. Yeah.
Yeah. So Simon, did maybe you and Ruth can see after you generate from your environment to see if the APK works on the Huawei device.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. That would be good.
Cool.
Awesome. So that's just it for me. And anyone have other things to share?
So maybe for an update, Erica started his leave today for 2 weeks. Eda?
Yes, go ahead.
I was updating that Erica started his exam leave for 2 weeks, so
Yes.
I'll be alone in the office with
Okay. Cool. I hope you guys enjoy the quiet time. Yes.
Very festive season here.
Well, we are lucky we are sharing office with other people.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be more quiet and more quiet as closer to the end of the year. Yeah.
Yeah, that means it will be better for us, not so much noise.
So maybe just to mention something, since CDM is mainly working in the government facilities, they tend to slow down right from the 10th to the 15th of December, and that will happen until 15th of January. So there might not be so much feedback or activity in terms of CDM until, say, 10th of January or the 15th. That's when the most providers get back to work.
So they pretty much close down like middle of from mid December to mid January.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it would be still helpful if Lawrence, you can point one or two members from CDM team to help with testing on those two CDM forms, and the reminder logic as well, for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, so I think I'll be in touch with Kirui, who I think will mostly be on the call. So I think he'll be able to see that.
Awesome. So we'll look for Kirui then.
All right.
Thanks for the information, Lawrence. Okie dokie, guys. Have a good day, and we will chat again tomorrow during this round.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.